Hey y'all, welcome to the Fortress of Solitude for the chickens. Now, so this is not going to be a fortress by any stretch, so it's not designed to keep out everything that could get to the chickens so much as it's hopefully going to keep the chickens contained in this area where they can graze this little open field we have. So what I'm doing right now is just doing some of the fill in on the fencing. So this is just a deadfall. That's what I'm calling a deadfall fence, or a shrub fence, or whatever. I'm sure there's different names for it. Over time, I think I would maybe plant some vines on it, maybe some muscadines, so you know they'll grow fruit and the chickens can peck at it too. But I think the vines will help lock everything together, and plus this is a perpetual fence. Over time we can continue to stack and stack and stack, and the more we stack, the more weight's on it, the more it compresses. Understanding that the bottom layer or layers will eventually rot and degrade over time, so it has to be a perpetual thing. So which, you know, out here is not that big a deal. There's constantly limbs everywhere that are falling after rains and whatnot. So we'll always have plenty of material to add to the fence. So this is what we're working on, just to let our chickens out and let them roam around during the day. We'll put them back up at night. I don't plan on just leaving them out exposed 24/7. But definitely during the day, definitely when the weather's decent and we're out and about and we can listen to them and keep an eye on them. They're not too far from the house, so we can actually hear them and when they start squawking. And we also have a little Bluetooth Ring camera, solar powered, set up looking at the chicken coop, so we can see what's going on from the Ring app out here, and it actually has volume too, so we can hear. So that's our setup. I'll kind of take you around and that's our setup that we're working on. I'll take you around and show you what we've been working on with the chicken coop. I haven't been filming a lot because a lot of this has just been repetitive, and so I figured I would put most of it together, then show what we've done, and then move along and show the rest of it. So let's take a walk. Alright, so I don't walk with the camera much, so I'm new at this. Pardon any shakiness or if I go too fast. So this is the part of the fence that we've been working on. So it's roughly about 3 foot tall, and it's pretty packed in there. So this is what we've been working on for the past week or so. So like I said, it's been pretty repetitive. We've had a lot of pine poles that or small pine trees that have been cut and cleared out of the way of cutting some of the larger trees in the back. So we've been skinning these. So these are some of our posts. And what we've taken and done is we've burned the bottom parts that are going into the ground. And I've taken here's some of the corner posts right here. So you can see where we've been burning the bottoms. And then I've taken a mixture of boiled linseed oil and pine tar. And I've actually put vinegar in it too. We'll see how that turns out. And been treating the bottoms of them. So that's been somewhat of a process in itself. Just getting all those ready. So when we I don't want to start putting holes out here and then have them left open and it rain and then they fill up with water and they're a muddy mess. So we got all the poles ready, and then we start dig holes and set the poles, tamp them in, and now we're in the process of filling them in. So I like this area because it is an open grassy area. Plus too, it does have the little pine tree. It offers some shade during the day. The coop is also shaded throughout the day. And I'm going to put a temporary run of this chicken fencing between the two posts. And so that way we can go ahead and let the chickens out and do their thing while we're building the rest of it. So this is about half the size of what it will be. So right now we're roughly 50 foot by, say close to about 50 by 50. So by the time we're said and done, it'll be 50 by 100, somewhere up in there. I can pull the tape and get the actual measurements on it. But if I remember right, when I was pulling across, it's about right at 50 feet across. So that's what we'll have for the chickens. Like I said, I'm trying to get it halfway done right now because I have so much I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to get the chickens out of the coop, so just so they're not cooped up, and we can keep the coop cleaner, because when they stay in it 24/7, it stays a mess. So anyhow, that's what we're working on. So hopefully we'll get this finished in the next day or two and let them out. Franny Mae, you couldn't figure out how to get here? Huh? Yeah, he was fenced in? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Poor thing. Franny was on the other side of the shrub whining because she didn't know how to get to me. So I guess she didn't realize the whole other half is open.